Hi folks, Job Lot Comics here. We're having a look at Fantastic Four 9 from 1976. This is issue 166, and it's a great issue, and I'll tell you why I like this issue, because, well, first of all, I like the artwork in it, I like the story in it, and it's got the best ending to a comic ever. Well, maybe that's not strictly true. In fact, no, that's rubbish. I'm talking rubbish. It's not the best ending to a comic ever, but what it does have is a classic Fantastic Four Hulk fight that nobody talks about. When you think about the Hulk and the Thing, you always think about Fantastic Four 112, that black cover with Buscema, and it's just amazing. Nobody ever thinks about this issue here. If it's Tuesday, this must be the Hulk. I don't know what that means. So, Roy Thomas wrote this. George Perez, yeah, is the guest artist. Vinnie Coletta's doing the inks. Sorry, gang, I know you just don't like Vinnie Coletta. However, it does look good because you can't really fault George Perez's layouts and pencils on this here, yeah. Although, is it fair to say that it doesn't look really like George Perez at this point? However, even Vinnie Coletta couldn't ruin the last page of this stunning comic book. So you get that slice of life thing with the Fantastic Four, as you do. And why would you not, yeah? But then look what happens. Yeah, the Hulk arrives. Huh? What was that? Hulk thought he felt something like a gnat hitting Hulk's skin. Right, so Hulk's just like trashed this. Yeah, and the Fantastic Four are on board. So you can see where this is going to go, yeah. So this is your big test that you're up to. I am Reed. I've got to be. Hey, pal, what about me? Do what you can back here, Ben. So, yeah, this plane's going down. So, how are the Fantastic Four going to sort this out? Well, just, the way you think. The strain is almost unbearable, but she looks fine. And she's blocking the hole in that there. Poor Mr. Fantastic, yeah. He's stretched all around about the 747 so that he can turn himself into a big giant parachute. Don't think about this too much. I'll tell you this, I would have liked to have seen this sequence in the movie. And see, there's wee bits here that look dead like George Perez. Yeah. And then there's other bits that don't, where Vinny's just went in with his Sharpie and inked over the top of it. So yeah, the plane comes down, but of course, the Hulk thing's going to be a problem. Yeah. So they reckon, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. And if that isn't enough to clue you into this deal, it takes place between 194 and 195 of the Hulk's own mag. Yeah. Because, yeah, the Marvel Universe was all connected quite cleverly. So, yeah, the Hulk just throws this tree at them. Oh, it's the letters page. Let's see who's written in. Kenneth Seaspell. And Harry R. Kojawa. And Greg Stampy from Canton. And Dan Morris. I don't know, who are these people? Carol Dennison. Do you remember the Hulk fought that guy who was in space but he was playing ice hockey? Yeah, there he is. Bob Bonner from Canada. In case you don't realise it, you should be sending me an O prize. Would you like to know why? It all started on page 23, panel 4, when Ben says, "Watch it, big brain," to which Reed Thing Richards replies, "I know who it is, Ben. He's your world's version of Sue Grimm's brother Johnny." Now, no one told me there was a Sue Grimm. Sue Richards I've heard of, but Sue Grimm? Really, Roy? Send a no prize. But, sorry, Bob, says Roy. We've long since given away our quota of no prizes for this issue, and after all, we can't just give away no prizes. Do you remember no prizes? And thank the Lord, the Marvel value stamp is still in this comic, because there's nothing worse. Here we go. Fukum! Yeah, so this is the battle here. Do you know what I mean? And the Hulk's taking out Johnny, and then it's 4 against 1. See, that looks like Perez's. See that there? George Perez did a lot of that. And then, so Sue cuts off his air supply, and Reed wraps him up, and he's like, I can't hold him much longer, just hit him. And Ben's like that. What? Just like that? He says, Ben, for God's sake, do it. Lack of air, make him go wild. So the thing has to go in. And he just knocks the Hulk out. Yeah. But you can see the Thing's not very happy about this. Good work, Ben. You are Reed. So yeah, you can see that there's some consternation about how they're dealing with the Hulk here. Yeah. So Richard, are you going to use this Siam gadget of yours, or are we waiting for the Hulk to die of old age? Why do you four have all this sentiment about a monster who tried to kill you? I've got to tell you, you're never going to know. Quite right too, Reed. Put him in his place. But these bureaucrats, yeah, make Reed do this here. Mrs. Richards look of stranger first and say, yes, look. There we go. There's no Hulk any longer, just Bruce Banner. Okay? You see where this is going? We did a deal with you guys. I'll keep it when I'm getting ready. So, yeah, there's a lot of sort of to and fro about this. There ain't, huh? And Bruce is saying, help, help. And then, yeah, the Thing just thinks, no, I'm not wearing this. When you're built like me and all greed skin, you can always do this. And he smashes the machine, right? And the Hulk ends up changing back. Bruce Banner's brief sojourn on this earth is ended, and the Hulk begins anew. And then, good Lord, Ben, you don't realise what you've done. He's unleashed him. He's freed the Hulk. Ben, you've got to help us bind him again before he reaches full strength. But look at this. Oh my gosh, it's the best splash page ever at the end of a story. The Thing and the Hulk are side by side. Oh, now come on. It's brilliant. Even Vinnie Coletta couldn't ruin this, although the Hulk's face looks a little bit funny. So there you go. Yeah, what an issue. How can you imagine reading this as a kid in 1976? What age were you in 1976? So anyway, it's brilliant. You got to love it. It's a great issue. Nobody ever thinks about this issue. When you talk about the Thing and the Hulk, they always go to issue 1112. I don't have an issue 1112 and I can't afford one. Unless you subscribe to the channel, and then I can get to 1,000, and then I'll maybe be able to monetize it, and I can put all my YouTube money away till I buy a Fantastic Four 112. That is my dastardly plan. Ha ha ha, you fools. Subscribe to the channel, gang. I hope you enjoyed looking at that. If you remember this book, hey, let me know in the comments. I like talking to you guys. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.